Well, like we mentioned before, you know, the Lost episode kind of thing. I know you've seen Eminem a few times, but what would you say are like your top couple of like concert experiences that you've been to? And experiences is everything, like festivals, fucking all that kind of shit.
I'd have to say like Eminem, just from listening to him as a kid and then actually getting to see him live.
Because you saw him both times, right?
Yeah, I saw him both times.
So let's go through these fucking lineups because one of them was bullshit.
That was the first time he came. That was the bullshit lineup.
And it was what?
It had, I think the opener was Hilltop Hoods.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it was Action Bronson.
J. Cole,
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar, and Eminem.
That's fucking...
No, that's wrong. The first time had Lil Wayne.
Oh, okay. So Kendrick was the second time?
Yeah, I think Kendrick would have been the second time.
Because I know
Kendrick and J. Cole were the second time, but the first time it was
Bronson and Lil Wayne, or somebody else and Lil Wayne.
There was Hilltop Woods, Bronson, Lil Wayne, and then Eminem. And then the next time it was 360, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem.
To see
just crazy.
To see Cole, Lamar, and then Kendrick. Sorry if I can, like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Eminem, like all one after the other. It's fucking ridiculous because they were like in their fucking prime.
It was like all within the space of like 3 hours, however fucking long concert goes for as well. So you're just like, oh, and then like the next one comes like, oh fuck, and then the next one comes like, oh shit, like fuck me.
That'd be huge.
That's fucking crazy.
But like the first one when Hilltop played, they were like still fucking with the mic qualities.
Okay.
So like theirs was like very like in and out with their vocals and shit on the mic, but the rest of them were fucking like killer. Like Action Bronson, just like there was no shitters for him to go into and have a shit. Like you seen that video where he like in the middle of rapping.
Was that at the concert you were
at? No, that wasn't. But he like just jumps the crowd, bro, like into the mosh pit, and like the mosh pit was like 30 or 40 meters, and then like started like the normal crowd that was down there that had like standing tickets. He just like jumps down, walks through the mosh pit, jumps the fence, and just starts like walking around with just like all the people in the middle, like fucking while he's still like singing and shit.
Oh, man,
that's fucking sick.
He fucking loved it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Have you seen him lately? He's fucking shredded.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he lost heaps of weight. He's like jacked now.
Did he do that wing show at some stage?
Yeah, I would assume so because he's a qualified chef. He has that show. Fuck, that's delicious.
Okay. That's fire. Well,
he just gets mad high with his homies and like goes around and eats fucking sick food.
I mean, good
or he goes to a restaurant and like sees something and then goes home and like does his own like interpretation of it. I think maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty good. It's just like him and a bunch of black dudes just smoking a bunch of weed, eating fucking exotic foods kind of thing. And it's mad because he's like not like he doesn't sound stupid, but he's not like heaps well spoken kind of thing. He's obviously just like, you know, some dude from Queens who became a rapper. And then he's talking about all these really complicated fucking food processes and shit. And you're like, oh shit, you really know what you're talking about.
That's funny as fuck.
And he raps about food too all the time, which is fucking hilarious.
Oh really? Yeah. I mean, as you would if you're just like qualified.
There's a song on like one of his favorite album that I listen to, Dr. Lecter, called I think it's called Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because Ronnie Coleman's a fucking bodybuilder, and yeah, it's just the whole concept. He's just rapping about food the whole time, and the chorus is just him acting like a personal trainer yelling at him for being a fat cunt.
All right, that's pretty fucking sick. I'm gonna have to suss some of this for sure.
Oh, you should definitely suss that album, man. It's real fucking good.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So Eminem.
Yeah, anything else that sort of sticks out? Any other experiences?
I don't know, I used to go to like a shitload of raves in the day.
I was about to say, like the first time going to DEF CON.
Yeah, that was like, that shit was like mind blowing, bro. Like the light shows and shit that they put on like at them places is fucking nuts.
It's one of those things, as though whether you appreciate the music or not, like the actual like production of the shit, like you walk in and there's just this giant structure of a fucking stage with this massive fucking head that's spouting fucking fire. And then the music starts and you like look into the distance and your eyes are fucking vibrating because the bass is that fucking heavy.
Yeah, I'm sad I never went to like a DEF CON.
And there's like 8 stages or something like all scattered around like the regatta center that like are all fucking like solid structures as well.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking nuts. And then they got like there's like the shit you can do there too. They got like the jetpack thing, like where it's like in the water and it like sucks the water out.
Oh, damn things are fucking. I want to try that. Eh? We should try that sometime. I feel like
they got like the slingshot,
slingshot.
That fucking ride that you sit in and shoot shit up into the air. Like they have like that. They have like that thing there. Like fucking. Pretty sure you can go on like a jet ski ride and shit as well. Like,
you can too.
Like out on the lake and shit. And then
That'd
there's
be
just
cool.
like full chill out areas and shit where if you don't want to be like near the stage, you just go chill out near the water and that. And you like still hear the music like in the background, but not as bassy and shit. Like they were all
that was a good time.
Yeah.
Especially that first time.
like, and it's like for the money you spend on the ticket, like the $150 or whatever it is, but you get like the whole day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
From like 11 in the morning to like midnight practically. Like by the time you leave there, you're just fucking cooked.
Yeah.
Like you're cooked when you walk in, but you're
Yeah,
fucking
you would
even
be.
more cooked when you walk out.
I used to have mates that didn't like the music that used to go. Just like, take
It's
acid
just
and
an
just watch like the light
experience,
show
man.
and shit.
Yeah, like some of the light shows, bro, are fucking
Mm.
like, ridiculous. Like the amount of money that them lasers and shit would cost that they've got like just beaming out into the open air.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking
Dope, eh? Fuck yeah.
and it's all like synchronized to the beats and shit. It's fucking
It's fucking crazy.
It's
man.
fucking
the amount of
nuts.
work that goes into it.
I'm fucking sad I never made it to one of them. I feel like, raves are probably still a thing.
Yeah, probably.
Like, I feel like I'd be the most out of place person. Just there by myself, just tripping balls.
and then, not long ago the missus we went and seen like the Angels.
I don't know who that is.
You know who they are? Like an
No.
old Australian rock band.
No.
We went and watched them at fucking. It was just like a workers club, but that was pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
That'd be
all-
dope.
It was like we were the youngest people in the room, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like it was like all these old people like dancing and shit. Me and Mrs. just sitting there like, fuck, are we gonna dance like that? Like
Yeah.
when we're older, they're just like shaking their hips and shit. Like it was fucking funny to
It's
watch.
fucking interesting the dynamics you see at different concerts. Hey,
As soon as you, 100%. As soon as you get old, everything just goes out the window, bro. You just start doing whatever old people do.
Yeah, it was
Hands
fucking-
go high, bro. Just like the whole thing just happens. I think it's just a common thing.
Like it was funny. Like we're both like nearly 30,
Yeah,
and
and
like
still
we
the
were the youngest
there.
people in the room.
Yeah.
It's like even like I seen like this couple standing there like looking at me. My missus like talking, and the old bloke's like, oh, a couple of young ones over there. And I looked around and like we were literally the youngest people there.
A couple of
fucking
fucking
hell.
bring chooks, mate. Considering the episode got fucking sent off into the fucking airways,
Yeah,
maybe,
into the ether.
do we cover a top two
Crispy.
here?
Yeah, let's just go. We'll just go over like a couple of honorable mentions, kind of thing.
Well, I feel like my number one would not even number one. One of them would be the Plot New, sick band, from America. They've come here twice, I believe, in the last couple of years. Went both times. Sick.
Fuck yeah.
Took some mushrooms for the last time. It was fucking next level. Hey, like there's a point where like, cause you're like kind of tripping, but not like too bad. But you're like watching the show. They had like smoke and lights from behind the stage, so you like kind of watching the lights and shit. But like he would lose focus, like the singer.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden, like, you'd like kind of focus back in on him, and it was just like the most detailed a fucking person could ever be in their life. Hey, it was like, yeah, but just also a sick fucking show. Yeah,
Love how you explained it like that was like part of the show, kind of thing.
it was like, I don't know, man.
You guys seeing this? Like, no, we're not on mushrooms.
Well, like the guy I went with was on mushrooms, so he explained it that the singer's head was like a pimple just waiting to pop. So he just had a way different trip than I had.
Oh yeah.
But like, he said the same thing. He's like, "How good was the music?" I'm like, "Oh, dude, so fucking good." They always put on a mad show. My other one would be La Dispute. Yeah, easy. Like one of my favorite bands. I can play one of my favorite songs. Got to see them live. It was like,
Yeah.
fucking at some festival. Weirdest lineup ever. They had one of the first stages had North Lane, and then you go to the like they had just two stages where it just like switches between.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was like North Lane, which is like a pretty heavy band. You go over to this other stage and there's like, I can't even remember who. It was like some pretty like unknown band. You go back over to that stage, the Veronicas are playing. You're like, all right, that's fucking weird. You go back over to this other stage and there's like that baby metal band playing.
Oh yeah, they're intense. Hey, it's like
Dude.
three
No,
Japanese girls that play like speed metal,
it's insane.
but they like sing over it
Same.
in like. So imagine like any anime opening you've ever heard that sings in like a random Japanese girl's voice, but then played over fucking. It's like,
It was so much to take in. Hey, I was,
Yeah.
what the fuck? But then I'm trying to think who else played. Like there was like a Muir played, super heavy band.
Oh, yeah, it would have been mad.
Then it was like Stone Sour and The Offspring. Like it was just like there was obviously more bands. Like La Dispute was like in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
But it was like just the fucking weird bands I had on that lineup was like made it super fun too. But yeah, seeing La Dispute live. Next level. My acid kicked in right as I started playing.
Mm-hmm.
The universe just knew.
What else do you want?
Less people.
Yeah, less people. That'd be.
I mean, other than that,
Less people.
nothing, eh? Yeah, like if everyone could just go to the other stage while I just enjoy La Dispute by myself, they just
one guy.
because then I could just sit down, like I could just chill out.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the only thing I could really ask for is less people there. What about you, Ned?
I don't know. Top couple experiences kind of thing. Like, you know, like I mentioned on that podcast, obviously, like all those big day outs that mum took me to when I was a kid because I got to see some fucking legendary bands and shit like that.
Shout out, mum.
Sort of triggered the memory of like when you were talking about the Angels, like, we saw the Violent Femmes at like the, the song Blister in the Sun. Yeah. Those guys.
Yeah,
They're like
yeah.
kind of an older band kind of thing. And I was like 13 at that point. So everyone in the front row was like 40, 50 plus kind of shit. And the singer like seen me and like looked at me just like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this cunt doing here? Is this child lost? Somebody please.
Get him back there.
Ned's
but-
just like jamming out at the front.
Dude, those fucking,
Just
those
loving
concerts were sick. Like seeing like the Killers in their prime, like Muse kind of thing, Rage Against the Machine before they broke up.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
That'd be
absolutely
dope.
amazing. And then, I don't know if we're getting into like my top couple of concerts kind of thing. Can't remember what like my bottom couple ended up being. John Mayer live was fucking incredible. Like just sounded exactly like the record, voice wise, and then would just play more complicated solos than what he already recorded live and for longer. And it was just like, oh my god, you're like a wizard.
Just giving
And
the
then
people what they want.
not only that, like legitimately like funny in between, like he'd roll a song out kind of thing, like obviously like address the crowd kind of thing, and then would have legitimately like good banter while he's tuning his guitar, and then just roll straight back into another song.
That's man.
It was fucking such an incredible performance, man. The first time I seen Kendrick Lamar when he
Yeah.
played with the full band, that was like the To Pimp a Butterfly tour, or like after that in 2018.
Butterfly tour.
Dude, that album is like part of, so if you go to college and do like English courses now, that's like you're studying, like that's what you study.
Oh, really?
Kendrick Lamar albums, not like Charles Dickens books or anything like that.
That's
You got to do a thesis on To Pimp a Butterfly. That's how he won a Pulitzer Prize, which is like
He's a
prize
bullshit
that
talented dude.
novelists win that work for years to try and win.
Yeah.
And some rapper from Compton won it with an album.
Well, he's pretty fucking next level, so.
Yeah, but that performance is just fucking crazy. Mont, that was here the other day. Me, Megan, Mont ended up going together for some reason. Can't remember why Mont, but yeah, that was a fucking intense concert. And then
would be.
my favorite concert experience of all time is still Sweatfest '08, just because of that lineup. Fucking
Yeah.
Confession and like with
Oh shit. Fuck you, Michael Crofter.
the lineup, and then the fact that like the albums that they had out at that time, kind of thing. Confession only had their first album, then Acacia Strain only had Continent and The Dead Walk.
Continent's such a good album.
Dude, fucking
Dead
banger.
Walk's such a good album.
A Day to Remember only had, they hadn't released Homesick yet, so whatever.
Okay,
the
so
first
like
two
the
albums
heavier
before that,
type.
yeah, the heavier kind of stuff. Well, it's kind of half,
Yeah.
but they did get a bit more melodic with that album. Suicide Silence only had The Cleansing out, and they pretty much played it in full.
Yeah.
And they played Destruction of a Statue live, which I got to see twice actually. They didn't play it as cool the second time, but that first time I seen them, they literally rang that note out for like 3 minutes.
Oh really?
3 fucking
People
minutes,
just-
man. People are just stomping around, just fucking clearing pits and shit like that. And then, just that one drum hit and just fucking intense.
Yeah, that
And
would be a
then
dope show.
That was '08, so that was the Horizons tour.
Yeah.
So Parkway were in their absolute fucking
Just
prime of their performance, their fucking
Yeah.
release, everything. That was just like the best fucking show.
I'm trying to think when I seen Parkway. I think I seen them a bit past their prime. Like they didn't play like the mad like OG shit type thing.
Yeah.
I missed out on like all the sick bands, bro. Because
Yeah,
it's
which
been
was-
like being like in big crowds and shit.
Like they're the co-headliners for Knotfest, so I'm kind of like
Yeah, hopefully they play
interested to
some older
see
stuff.
what their set's like now. It's probably just going to be a whole
Yeah.
lot of stuff because they've retired all of that other stuff. They did the Horizons tour. They did a Killing with a Smile tour.
Yeah. I mean,
So who fucking knows? And that album after that wasn't really that great. Deep Blue, or whatever it was.
I
Had
didn't
some good
mind. I
songs,
didn't mind
but
some of the songs.
It was their like the start of their downfall.
I mean, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Parkway Drive's dead. Nettie said it here, mate. I'm gonna take his word for it and just delete him out of my Spotify playlist.
Oh,
Wait,
fucking hell.
Dead.
What a
It's
fool.
gone.
I mean, they're retiring
Pack
their
her
old
up, boys.
shit.
Going the way of Simple Plan.
If they're retiring their old shit, what are they doing? I bet you fucking for a fact, Simple Plan comes out, still plays Addicted, still plays Perfect. Them boys don't give a fuck.
Dude, speaking of we were speaking of like Knotfest before. Have you seen that came up on my Facebook? It's over in California. It's called When We Were Young. Have you got your phone? Somebody got a phone handy that they can actually use?
No.
Look it up while we. No, you don't.
No.
We're fucked. All right. Well,
I got a computer. But
I'm sure we'll
like-
bring it up at some point in time. But the
Nah,
like the
fuck.
lineup for this festival is just literally every like punk band you ever liked as a kid playing on this one festival,
Yeah,
and then
right.
some current ones too.
Well, there's like some. I seen something like
It's like headlined by fucking Green Day, and then it just goes down the list from there.
I mean, like
Vanilla.
it gets to a certain point where it's just not exciting to see a bunch of old men trying to get around on stage, in my opinion. Like watching, I think it was The Offspring play. It was just like, this is just
Well, that brings up an interesting
sad.
point from like not
This
fest. Like
is just sad.
I'm real excited to see Megadeth, but Dave Mustaine is like 60 something.
What I mean, bro, like they don't like. I don't. It's just, it's how the body works. You get to a certain age and you just can't move the same.
No,
It's
I don't
just-
know. Mick Jagger's fucking
I mean-
nearly 80 and he still runs around the stage exactly the same as he did fucking 50 years ago.
Drugs are a beautiful thing.
No, that can't work out all fucking day.
It does.
You're thinking about the guitarist who's
mean,
taken like
every.
every substance in every quantity, probably in every vein, in every orifice
Just loves
at the
it.
same time, not at the same time, on a 5-day binge,
Is that Mick Jagger dude?
while
The dude
pouring
that
tequila into his eyes. Like, nothing's ever going to kill Keith Richards. When Keith Richards dies, that's when we should really start being worried. The world's fucking
I
going
reckon
to the end.
he'll die when he just tries to get off everything. He'll just fucking stop. He'll just
Can't
fucking
function
fuck over,
without
bro.
it.
Oh, no, his body would have shut down. He'll be like, nah, fuck this.